Hey guys, you're welcome back again to my channel. Mabel here. If you're seeing me for the first time, I'm so glad you stopped by. Thank you for stopping by. In this video, the matter I want to talk about today, no matter when I feel say they trouble lots of men. Because I have so many male friends and they tell me, say, they talk about vaginal health up and down, talk about it. You don't even know what we go through. You don't know what they see for woman. And I feel like, why, girls? Why, ladies? Why would you even do that? Why would a guy even... I've heard lots of stories. I don't yet to read. I don't tire. So literally today we're talking about your pH. Yes, so many things that we'll talk about for on top of this video today. We're going to talk about understanding what your pH is. We're going to talk about signs, say the pH not imbalanced. We're going to talk about symptoms also of imbalanced pH, because your pH basically is everything, you know. So I want to issue a disclaimer. If you know, say you know they like to the hear people they talk about pussy, then please just log off, because I don't even understand it. Like, if your eye they scratch you or they get discharge or whatever from your eye, you they tear up, you they feel they tell your friends, say, see what you they go through. And I feel like, why you know if you tell people what you they go through down there? I mean, it's also part of your body. Why they maltreat them? Why would they feel they talk waiting with they feel? It doesn't make you a bad person. It doesn't make you a dirty woman. It just means that you're a human being, and you gotta understand your body. It's as simple as that. I don't understand why would they shame on top of the matter. I think we should talk. I feel someone they learn, they go until we don't master the matter. We got to sabi the matter well, so that we'll go there very healthy, we'll go there confident. People they go through like you have no idea. You know, I filmed a video. That was actually my first YouTube video. I talked about stuff like this, and people just they ask me questions. Say, okay, how you? I talked about pH as well, but I don't break the thing down like I will break them down today. You know, so people they ask me, say, okay, how you want to know what pH really mean? How you want to know if it is balanced? How you want to, So I just decided to do this video because I think that it's going to help a lot of us. So if you know you want to learn about the pH, you want to learn about signs, symptoms, and all that stuff, I'm just going to advise you to grab a cup of coffee and join me on this ride. We'll learn, we'll talk, it's going to help all of us. So like I said, do not feel girls, do not feel embarrassed about this topic. It's normal. It's as good as talking about your ear. It's just a part of your body. Nothing. I don't know why our mind just too spoiled. Like nothing serious. It's just your body, and it is very. And also, I want you to know that I'm not a doctor. I'm not a medical student. So everything I will talk about for this video is basically based on research and personal experiences. Because as I grow, me too, I try to understand my body every single time. So I don't feel master some kind of things. I don't know it all, like I always say. So I just want to talk one or two matters. So I'll start by letting you know that every part of our body gets pH level. You get where it's supposed to be balanced. Every single part of our bodies, our belly just get own. It's just basically knowing the acidity and alkalinity, understanding what it is. Our liver, I'm sure say that one get own. I don't know all of that, but I know about the pussy. So your pussy basically is supposed to get a particular pH level, like I said in that previous video, that very first video that I filmed. The pH of your vagina is supposed to be between 3.8 to 4.5. If the pH is less than 3.8, then yawa figure. And if it is higher than 4.5, then wahala still there. It just has to stay within that range for you to enjoy a healthy vagina. So basically, the lower the number, the higher the acidity, and then the higher the number, the higher the alkalinity level. You understand? Like, you have to really understand that the lower the number, the higher the acidity, and the higher the number, the higher the alkalinity level. If we establish that one first, you have to also understand something else, that the vagina is made of, I said it in that video. If you haven't seen that video, I think you should go see it, because you're going to learn a whole different stuff. I'm not talking about what I talked about in that video right here. I'm talking about something. Another thing we need to understand is that the vagina is made up of the good bacteria and the bad bacteria. I like to call them the good guys and the bad guys. So how you keep the pH will determine who go dey flex. Either the bad guys go dey flex or the good guys go dey flex. So now you go determine who go flex around that territory, who go be territorial commander for your vagina. It depends on you solely, like now you. So the vagina basically is supposed to be acidic, you know. So if you keep your vagina, if you keep the pH alkaline, then you dey give bad guys muscle to take flex with your body, you know, and they're going to make you very uncomfortable. We all know we're going to get there, we're going to know. I know you're going to master this thing. I'm sure at the end of this video you go master. I'm like, you need to watch it over and over, and I want to advise that you don't skip any part. There's no part that is useless. There's nothing I'm going to say in this video that is going to be useless. You're going to need you just need to follow me every single step of the way to totally understand what they try to talk. So let us just move to the signs. Say you don't throw your pH off balance, like you don't throw the balance off track. You're going to have some signs. And basically, as a woman, as women, our bodies change. There are so many factors that determine stuff like that, like our age, you know, if you're sexually active and all that. So I want you to know the signs when you will feel to know, say you don't throw that thing, you don't throw the pH of your vagina off balance. Number one, yeast. Yeast is an infection. We call it yeast infection, but basically it's just, you know, an overgrowth of yeast in your vagina, and it has symptoms. You know, you just start to feel very funny, very uncomfortable, one kind burning sensation with your day. You'll just be very uncomfortable. You're going to feel like say something they crawl for your vagina. You're going to be feeling a tingling sensation. You know, there are so many ways you can know. And then the smell, of course, no go dey normal. Another way when you feel no, say something they wrong. Now, if you get BV, bacterial vaginosis, like if you get BV, then you know the thing just dey imbalance. And BV basically is also the way yeast is the overgrowth of yeast. BV is also the overgrowth of bacteria in your vagina, basically, and it has its own symptoms. You know, your vagina, you would see. First of all, you have to understand, say discharge also they very normal, except the discharge they abnormal, because every woman supposed to get vaginal discharge. You know, at least a very decent amount or quantity. So if your discharge they brownish or greenish, or it smell like fish, you know, if you pull and you know and you perceive and it smells funny like saying a fish, BV. I don't mean it's compulsory, but you know, you're most likely gonna be diagnosed with BV if that is the case. Well, another sign say you don't throw the pH off balance. Now, if you get UTI, urinary tract infection, it is very easy. This one is very easy to know. You know, you go dey feel like to go urinate more often, you know, than you go usually feel like to urinate. Like you go just get that feeling, go dey piss, go dey piss, dey piss, dey piss. And when you urinate, if you see say the urine looks a little bit cloudy, or you see say blood follow the urine come out, then you are most likely going to be diagnosed with UTI. So, well, there are strips that you can buy over the counter to test for all of these. You know, I don't know, there are so many places they sell those strips. You can, you know, just check if you have any of these. If you not fit buy this strip, if you just go see your doctor, go see your gynecologist, then go check you, and they're going to know if you have any of these, because these are all, you know. And basically again, all these things when I call, so they get like home remedies. You get things when I fit tell you to do when you go to for house, when we say everything will clear for real. But that's going to be another video. If you're interested, it depends on now. If you're not attempting to film, now I'm going to talk about it. But if you want to go see your doctor, it's also very fine to see your doctor. Other things they if you use cure all this. Let's move over to the causes, you know, of imbalanced pH. You know, like I said, there are so many things that make our bodies change. Like I said age, I said what you eat. Did I say that? So many things they when we say if you make your body change as a woman, you know. So some of the things where they cause vaginal imbalance, one of the major things where they cause them now use of harsh soap. If your soap, you know, soap, they use sodium hydroxide and potassium hydroxide take make some soaps, you know, and those two get pH level of about 11 to 14, which they very high. Remember I said the higher it is, the higher the alkalinity. So you don't want to keep your pussy alkaline. Another thing where they really cause vaginal, imbalanced pH, now unprotected sex, or having sex with different people, having sex with different men. It a quick they cause. So I think you should just take care of yourself, basically. It's not even worth it. Another thing where they cause imbalanced pH, basically now wetin you dey chop. You get wetin you suppose not to chop, like meat. You don't need to eat too much of meat as a woman. As woman, you get wetin you suppose chop to make your pussy dey alright. We all know that organic cranberry is part of it. Like, it is a major. You get so many other things, yogurt and all of that when we supposed to chop. So what you are actually what you eat. Your pussy is actually what you take in. So if you take in wrong stuff, your pussy is going to react. The pH go shake. And that's when throw your pH off balance. Now if your vagina just sit down verse, and I feel like I say sometimes, because there are times that you actually just arrange yourself, you hold your side every corner, but the pussy go just sit down. Like say you just get in your own mind, go just verse, go just get mood swing. Now that's when I know if it cause her, because sometimes it just chooses to act up. You just feel like say, you ignore me, man, I'll show you small. I just feel so somewhere in my heart. I just believe. And then I forgot to mention all those symptoms I mentioned when I say if you feel or you get any of these things, the whole yeast and BV and all that. If you get any of those symptoms and you won't really treat yourself, I think the first thing what you need to do now to stay away from sex for a bit. You have to let her breathe. You have to just stay away from sex first. Not carry the thing spread. No, just stay away from sex. You're not even going to enjoy sex if any of those things. Like, it's going to really be embarrassing. Another thing when you need to stay away from the antibiotics. Stay away from antibiotics. I mean, if you have to take antibiotics, then you have to also take probiotics so that it can be balanced. Anti-pro, just take their two together so that it can be balanced, because sometimes antibiotics too, they get when they do for pussy when not too fresh, like to make sense. Yes, and also stay away from sugary stuff. That's if you have all those things, you just have to slow down. Your sugar level also they balance, because sometimes sugar they always add to all these things. Like I said, there are home remedies. There are so many things like garlic, like yogurt, like apple cider vinegar, like dark fruits and vegetables. There are so many things when you do by yourself for house, and then within 7 days the whole thing don't clear. But if you guys want me to talk about it, like I said, then just drop a comment, and then I'm going to I just need feedbacks. If you want me to really talk about what you can do to help yourself, if you have any of those things, then please just let me know. This is all I want to talk about today. So if you you like the video, kindly give it a thumbs up, share with your friends, female friends. We all need these things. So no go dey form say only you fresh. After all, I didn't just keep this to myself, I shared. So also share with your friends, share this video, or share your ideas. Tell people around you if you don't want to share the video. Then subscribe to this channel if you like me, and if you like my channel, I will be so glad. Thank you guys. I'm going to see you in my next video. I'm out.